Welcome, I'm Eva from propertyfinder.ae, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to this month's winner of the Outstanding Agent Award for Dubai, Jade Morris from Dacha Real Estate. Hello Jade.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for coming to our headquarters here in Media City. Tell our audience, how long have you been in the industry and what area do you specialize in?
I've been in the industry for about 7 years. A year and a half approximately was in London and 5.5 years here with Dacha Real Estate in Dubai. I specialise in Dubai Hills Estate and Arabian Ranches.
So in your winning entry, you said that you like to build strong relationships with your clients. Can you give us a specific example?
One in particular that really sticks with me is a client of mine from Arabian Ranches that took a year and a half to close.
Oh wow.
Yes. I stuck with them. So they were nervous, market's slightly soft, so we were watching the prices kind of come down slightly. So they were waiting for the right opportunity, which I was obviously looking out for constantly, and I managed to find it for them, and finally they closed after a year and a half.
Wow, congrats. What about property owners? How do you ensure a good relationship with them?
When it comes to property owners, I'm from the offset very, very transparent and honest with them. If I believe their property is overpriced or we're coming into the market slightly higher, I don't waste time in waiting for them just to see over several months. I prove to them from the beginning that the price is too high, and then from there, once they realise that I'm telling the truth, the trust is built, and constantly, whether the news is good or bad, I'm always in touch with them.
How long does it normally take you to find the right home for your clients?
Every client's different. I mean, for off-plan in Dubai Hills Estate, some of the deals I'm closing in 24 hours,
wow.
Some are taking 1 week. It's a price-sensitive area. So if a client is looking, it's more about just pinpointing on the map and they're ready to go. For ready property in Arabian Ranches, of course it takes longer. A client will enter the market. Arabian Ranches is such a big area. They will go through several different agencies. They will make sure they're moving on the right property. That can take anything up to a year and a half, as I said with my last client. So anything from 1 day to a year and a half.
Big range.
Big difference.
Okay. From the consumer surveys that we send out to Property Finder users, we know that this next question is super important to them because the last thing they want is to get emails or WhatsApp messages with properties that are irrelevant to them. So how do you help clients find exactly what they're looking for?
From the moment I speak to a client, before I meet them, before I go out and book any viewings at all, I have a very long list of questions that I ask them. Some clients don't like it. Some clients call you and they just want to view the property immediately. They're standing outside the unit and they just want to see it. I will not do the viewing. Sounds crazy, but I won't go to meet them because I don't want to waste their time, my own time, or the seller's time. So I have an extremely long list. I will ask them. Some clients will call and they think they want that property when actually they don't. So for instance, if they call me for a property that does not have a maid's room, but they have a maid, I won't waste their time by going to view that property. We get there and they say, oh, I need a maid's room. So no, I have a really, really long, detailed list, everything I have. And then once I know exactly what their requirements are, then I will pinpoint a few options, take them out, and then take it from there.
You also said that a lot of your clients chose to close their deals with you, even though they were working with other agents, and that's due to you being transparent and efficient, which I think are two very important qualities in this industry. So why else should house hunters looking for their next home at Property Finder choose you as their agent?
I think that house hunters looking for their new property should give me a call because I am very efficient. I know my markets inside out. Dubai Hills Estate, Arabian Ranches, I have detailed knowledge about the area, so maybe I can also educate them. I'm definitely efficient and I actually have a passion for my job. So whereas someone else might switch off their phone at 7 o'clock in the evening or not have their phone on a Friday because they're too busy with their own personal life, this is literally my life, as sad as it sounds. So I'm always on the phone. So if someone calls me at 11 o'clock in the evening, if I'm awake, I'll answer the phone. So they can always get me.
And that's why you won the award. Okay. How does working with Marcelo, your dedicated account manager at Property Finder, help you in your day-to-day job and winning more inquiries?
Marcelo always recommends us the best products. So I have quite a few premiums, I have features, and obviously we're strongly with the verified. So we like to verify all our units to make sure we stand out against other agents, all of which has come from the recommendations of Marcelo.
We're coming up to our last two questions, and that one's one of my favorites actually. What would you do if money were no object? Now I hear that you're a big fan of practicing yoga and meditation, which is something I relate to a lot personally, and we actually have two account managers here at Property Finder who are also amazing yoga instructors. So a big shout out to Anita and Hanin. So tell us, what would you do if you could do anything?
If money was no option, it's not a hard question for me at all. I would make sure all my family and very close friends are taken care of. I would also look after charities, and I would sit on a beach and practice yoga all day.
Meditate.
That's it.
Lotus pose on Kite Beach. Great. And final question. Your answer actually resonated with me a lot as well. If you could ask UAE's Ministry of State for Happiness for just one thing, what would it be? What would you request?
If I could ask for one thing, it would be that all companies with high stress levels meditate for 10 minutes a day. Whether on whichever company it is, whatever business you're in, because I just think that it impacts people so well, and I think a lot of people don't understand.
I can see that you're super passionate and really experienced and dedicated. Congratulations on winning the award, and I wish you all the successes this month, this year, and in the future, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
So, do you have what it takes to win next? And tell our propertyfinder.ae users why they should use you as their agent? Check out the link below on how to apply, and we'd love to hear from you. Good luck!